is I'm Tilton, and the Green Memphis is what it's just about. You see me rocking the Redbirds hat. You know, like to love, should I say, love to rep the M Town where I am from, but I love even more so to speak with the artists that are from the M Town where I'm from and where you are from that's watching. So on today's show, man, I went back in the archives and picked out this friend. This friend is someone that way back in the day when I first started in radio, he and his label were on the come up with as well as the radio station Hot 107 where I was a part of, but I hosted a show then called Video Waves, and so this guy, he was a head honcho, if you will, of this particular group, and he went on to do bigger things that includes working with Rick Ross, I believe. I know Yo Gotti, Mike Jones, Jim Jones. Even there may have been a little controversy, if you will, with Drake. So I'm just gonna bring him into the screen right now because you're probably like, who are you talking about? I'm talking about none other than rap hustlers on No Kill Shine, now known as Kill Shine. There he is. What's up, Kill?
Oh my God. Oh, look at that intro, man. What's going on with you, Tina? You see, I'm out here hugging the road right now, as a matter of fact, man, trying to get back to Atlanta, man. But good to see you and talk to you, man.
Good to see you too. I mean, come on now. You got it. You come on. I remember back in the day when we did this interview. I interviewed you guys at some like it was something like grocery store in Lauderdale.
Yeah, we was out there. Yeah, we was out there in the hood. I remember that, man. Like,
man, y'all had
yeah, I remember that. We had you out there in the hood, Tina. We had you out there. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that, man.
I was only a little bitty something out there, but I didn't feel threatened at all. Like that. My boys, they got me.
I remember that, man. That was a good time, though, man.
Well, good to see you. And you know what? You have made such an impact on our city. You have done some amazing things, some great things, some things that you know that when you left, I was like, it almost felt like a void. It's like, oh, he goes.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I had to go though. Like, you know what I mean? I had to go though. Like, you know what I mean? Because there's much more for me to do, and like Memphis definitely being a great city, and I love being from Memphis and being from there. But it's like you can't rep it. At that time. You really couldn't rep your city if you don't leave your city. You know what I mean? You have to go somewhere else and put it down so that people can be able to understand how it is to be from where we're from and do what we do where we're from or whatever. So it was like, you know, it was a time where it's like we really had to get out there. You know what I mean? It wasn't as a virtual world as it is right now.
yeah.
Where you really had to go and make those impressions and make that impression felt. You know what I mean? And really get those fans and really, you know, those demographics. And that's what we did, man. That's what we did. And we really started right there from the interview, right there with you at the interview, man. I remember that being out there in South Memphis, man. I mean, like in the early 90s, like, you know what I'm saying? You was like one of our first real interviews, man. So, like, shout out to you, man. Still doing your thing and keeping the queen up going. You know what I mean? But for sure, man, I just appreciate the opportunity, man.
Thank you. And you know what? Since we're headed back in the day, now when I first did my interview with you, I called you Nokia Shine. Now
you did. Yeah.
But you weren't Nokia Shine.
And it's really more Kenfo, man. To be honest with you, man, it's like don't nobody really call me none of that. Everybody just call me Kenfo. But to be honest with you, but yeah, man, that was my first getting started with Diamond Cut Entertainment and D-Lax and those guys. And my brother-in-law, Synthesis LR, and really getting started with that first project, man, that you was right there. You know what I mean? So that was like history. History was in the making right then, though, man.
I know. That's all right. We making it again, though. We're making it again. We just grown. We grown folk this time.
Definitely grown folk. We definitely grown folk, though, for sure.
You know what? You had an event last night.
I did.
Tell me about that I missed.
Yeah, we had a day party, day vibes over with the Red Cup, my Red Cup campus, man, over there with D-Lax, and then we had like a whole oh my God, it was so crazy over there, man, for the day vibes, man. It was celebrating my new single, Day Party, that's out right now too. It's called Day Vibes. It's a Day Vibes single about just having a good time in the daytime. And we did that yesterday, and then we had after party too. So it was a late night last night.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look at that. Look at that. It
Oh
shows.
man, labeling. It was a labeling last night. I gotta get my car. I gotta get my coffee going. Like you know what I mean.
You
The
know,
labeling last night.
let's talk about that coffee because you have I have seen you on IG. I've seen you on FB.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah,
Definitely talk about that coffee, and I see you with
yeah,
that coffee. I said he's gonna go far with that coffee. I think you should really push it a
yeah.
little more. And
Yeah, that's what everybody telling me. I'm gonna do a podcast with this coming. It's called this coffee with Kenfo, Kenfo Queen. We're doing a podcast with it, and we're gonna expand it this year, coming in 22, and we're gonna be doing some coffee shop pop ups with coffeewithkenfolk.com. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Coffee with Kenfolk is inspiration for your situation. It's a cup full of good positivity with me, and of course my coffee is always blackjack, number big facts. And but it's like it started from just being able to put out some good positives in the atmosphere because it's lacking. The people be lacking it a lot. You know what I mean? So just wanting to put something that good into the place to where they actually go to every day, which is the gram and on their phone. So started from that. We built definitely a loyal following. Been able to be a good place to sell merch too. We've been doing a lot of merch from the site as well too, man. So a lot of the shirts you see out where is available right there on the coffee. You wear and share, but it's becoming a lifestyle site. You know what I mean? And it's definitely something as a market, as our real estate online, and it's a place for people to be able to come and tap into not just me, but you're gonna see the whole Coleman family and all the things that we have going on with our kids and so that as well. So it's like it's really a lifestyle. You know what I mean? Coffee with
yeah,
kinfolk. Kinfolk not just there to being mean kinfolk as me, but really kinfolk mean family. You know what I'm saying? So it's like coffee with family, and that's really the vibe of my tribe. You know what I mean? That's what we putting out there, whatever. So yeah, we're gonna see some bigger things from that. You know that you guys are gonna be coming up in the very near future in regards to lifestyle branding with coffeeandfolk.com. You know what I mean? So
you know what? And I'm feeling this entire positive vibe with you. So, like, was there some type of life change that made you go, coffee and positive music, day party music,
yeah.
you know, what
Oh,
what
I think, excuse me, I'm sorry, but I think I've always had like sort of a, positive undertow. Cause like even my first album, Due Season, was Due Season, which is
yep,
one
new
of the
season.
Bible
Uh-huh.
relations. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's always been a spiritual and fundamental to what I've done. But I think that as I get just keep doing it and throughout the years, it's like to me the responsibility is to inspire people and to inspire them to rise to be a higher them, if you would. So my thing is that's just what I'm about. So for me and my music and my creativity, any of my creatives that I control, I want to be able to make sure that the undertow of it is something that's positive, something that's going to be having a positive effect on you. Your experience with tapping into anything that Kiashan has his name on needs to be an experience where it is positive, something that is nurturing, that is food and substance, something that you can be able to feel upon. They're going to be able to keep you, you know what I mean, and help you because it's not just about myself, it's about paying it forward. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
always been about paying it forward. So that's what I do with my music and with my is a ministry. It's a ministry within it. You know what I mean? So I just like I said, in every medium where God has me at, He uses me to be able to make sure that that the overall story that He is really putting out there, whatever as far as like being able to I want Him to make my name great, so I could be able to bring more people to Him the way I do it. I mean, so it's like that's all it really be, man. It's like using this as a ministry, as a springboard to be able to bring people further and closer to the person that is the source of all the situation, which
Oh,
is
that's
God.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Created
it is.
us. Yeah, yeah. You know I dig. But I
Yeah.
am just I'm on this end seriously in awe that you have found your niche in a hip hop community that let's just
Yeah,
face
because I'm from I mean, but it's like I'm from Memphis. I'm from the culture of the sound of hip hop and music. Like, of course, so it's like I felt like it wouldn't be. It's like it doesn't feel right for me to be a person to be preaching in a church per se. It's like it's better for me to be able to speak from my experience and be able to give individuals the tools and jewels and the wisdom. Because the wisdom is just the experience and the smarts together. You know what I'm saying? So like the experiences. So my thing, if I'm able to give the experiences out to others who want to have this experience, maybe of being an artist, a writer, producer, a songwriter, or record executive, the many that's in my discography. But it's like, you know what I mean? Like with all of those things, you still have to be able to be connected to the source. You know what I mean? Like so, it's
Yeah.
like that's what I try to do. Is like the moral of the story. You know what I mean? Of what's going on, regardless of what medium God uses to be able to propel
That's
me or
right.
to excel me or to put me out there. It's about the people praise the blessing. I praise the blessor. You know what I'm saying? The person that's doing the blessing. You see what I'm
Doing the
saying?
blessing.
Like so, like so that'd be my vibe. And it is about putting that out there in the city that needs it because there's so much more negative vibes, the negatives. I'll say that in plural, just the negatives that are out there. Is enough of that. So it's like for
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
I got to be able to stand on something that's positive. The positives out there to combat that, to get a game balance. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
nobody feels one way all the time, but the game needs balance. Needs balance.
And I love how you are not ashamed of your family. You post that you're a proud dad, you're a proud
Oh,
husband, your wife is beautiful.
man, listen, that's it. Like, you got some rappers that post they business or they gold chains or they necklaces or they pieces or whatever that feel like that's valuable to them. They like it, they celebrate. Well, those are my pieces. Those are my necklaces. Those are my like, you know what I mean? That's my Bentleys or whatever. But see, the cool thing about those things that I'm posting with my family, these are investments into they're gonna be in motion for years, you know what I'm saying? Even after I'm gone, they're gonna still be in motion. So that energy and that frequency gonna continue to live on, not just music, but by adding valuable people to this world that will help other individuals continue that vibe going, continue that good vibe tribe out there though. So that's what's going on. Yeah, I definitely those are my blessings, you know what I'm saying? Those are my trolls, you know what I mean?
Wow. I love it. I love it. Again, I love your courage. I love that you are not ashamed of the gospel and of the family and the family structure.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. But I don't live in the boxes though. Like you know what I mean. I let other people box it up. I just be, you know what I mean, and I'm being myself. I don't nothing. The same individual that you knew then, minus the experiences that I had to experience in life, but it's still as far as the individual is consistently still that. The moral compass that I had then is the same one that I have now. It ain't nothing different in regards to those things. These things are consistent. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna stay me. I'm gonna stay me. I don't got this one thing I ain't gotta try to be. I just am. You know what I'm saying?
Now, tell me about your journey for plant based because your beautiful wife has cranked out 4 children. She's still flat.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
Elastic girl. She's Elastic girl. I always tell her. I tell her she Elastic girl, man. You know what I mean? She's like from the Incredibles. She's like the Elastic girl. She is,
yes,
man.
you're
Yeah,
right.
most definitely. She is the she definitely is the yin to my yang. She is the plant based shawty. She is like, you know what I mean? She's been on that vibe for like 19 going on 20 years, man. Like so, it's just it's a lifestyle of just taking
Okay,
care
so
of
I
yourself.
thought it was both of y'all. So that's why I was like, tell me about your
Oh
journey.
yeah,
Like,
we know. Yeah. Oh, we both. Oh yes, indeed. It is the both of us together. Since we've been
okay,
together, we started this mission. So yes, it's been 19, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? With this thing that we've been
wow.
doing.
Since like no meat, no hot wings, no chicken.
I don't want to none of that. You know what I mean? None of that.
Wow.
No beef between my teeth. No pork between my fork. No beef between my teeth. You know what I'm saying? No chicken in my kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like none of that. You know what I mean? Just nothing but the good vibes, man. Like for this way. You know what I'm saying? For us, like you know what I mean? Just like this is what we into. You know what I mean? Like into that. What you eat, what you put into your life, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just very important, you know what I mean? So you got to make sure you watch that thing. That's all.
I must ask you though, like, cause I'm very curious, like, how challenging of that was that for you, if at all?
I mean, it's like when you
First
put your
started.
mind to it, you put your mind to do something. Whenever you put your mind to something, it's like once you lock in, you lock in. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
be locked in.
that's true.
Well,
What
that's
about your
it.
babies? Do your children are your children?
They plant based. They like I let them experience though, cause my mama let me experience. You know what I'm saying? And so like let them experience their own vibe, and then they can kind of like let them see the
Mm-hmm.
difference between the two, how they feel. to eat that meal, and you got to eat this meal. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah. Yeah.
and then they can make their own decision. You know what I'm saying? On how they want to live.
Tell me their ages. I'm not certain on your baby's ages.
Gardner, like Golden Coleman, she the youngest, and then it's Jordy 7, Jordan Kingston, then it's Jameson 10, then Jackson 13, and then Nicholas is 21, Kennedy 22. Graduated
Whoa,
college. Yeah.
20-year-old. Golly. I'm for real late in the game. I just got one 6-year-old. Like,
Okay, you all right, man. It's all right.
starting
Take
a
care of
little
the
late,
one.
but it's okay.
You
Okay,
got
well,
it.
you know what? Let's talk about some of this music, though. Well, where are we going with this music? Especially, I mean, I know you just mentioned that you got a new song about a day party, and that you're all about
Hey,
that good time life.
yeah, it's like if you're on DSP, like the digital streaming platform, like Apple Music, Spotify,
Mhm.
Tidal, whoever you like, just go on my thing and just follow my pages that be on there because you can see all the new music that come, and it just be like there are other singles that I came out with, like Up to Something, like Walking on Faith. They're like some really great songs that are like on my catalog, you know what I mean, in my discography. So just go look up Walking on Faith. Look, that's a great song that I put out right when I played in Greenleaf. I put that on. So it's like it's some really good songs, good music that I stay putting out. You know what I mean? As far as on the music, on the DSP, the digital streaming platform. So just go search Kia Shine and just look at my latest releases. You know what I mean? And know that like they're right there. You know what I mean? So yeah, the music reflects what I'm speaking about. You know what I mean? It really does.
Since you're now an Atlanta resident, did you collab with
No.
anyone on these projects?
The full project is called Eat What You Kill, Speak What I Feel. Now that's going to be coming out a little later about my birthday, October 17th. But I've been doing is just putting singles out. He's just putting out records, feel good songs. So a lot of these singles have no features on them. You know what I mean? Because I'm not really like necessarily like the huge feature type I can do myself.
Hmm.
But I do have some features on this Eat What You Kill project or whatever. So there are some really cool people that you'll hear me with on that or whatever. But right now I'm just putting out just this cool solo single, man. Like, you know what I mean? Just get people acclimated with my flow, you know what I mean? And then you'll see the features in just a second on the Equal Skill project.
Gotcha. Well, many of us know that, like Crispy. I'm gonna just put it out there. Crispy, I think, really put you on the map. And so
Like
when that
solo,
happened,
yeah.
that
Solo,
was a big commercial success for you.
yeah.
So when that happened, like, where were you mentally, and where were you?
I mean, I've been where I've always been at. Like, you know what I mean? Like anything that I've done, I've already like been premeditated. Like already the guy like showed me the whole plan or whatever and stuff. So like Crispy was just one song in the season, like project that was like, you know what I mean? Just a great classic project that definitely puts stamp me and it stamped this type of music energy that I bring. You know what I'm saying? And that energy continues to live through music to this day. And it was just like one of those gatekeepers or one of those things that like, okay, this is how you be fresh from Memphis. This is how you like bring it up in the swag with you. You gotta have this vibe. And it helped the youngins do what they doing now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just good to be able to see that the young guys like Moneybag and these guys are taking that sauce and that drip and they like, they're moving forward with it. Dolph and all those guys that are like, we can't come from Memphis now and not be crispy. Like, you be extra fresh. They'll be fresh when they come from the town now. Like, you know what I mean? It'd be different. You know what I mean? So you see the fingerprints and then the style of music that they make or whatever and stuff is like reminiscent of like the drip. It's the swag. So I
Yeah.
appreciate, you know what I'm saying? Keep that thing moving forward. You know what I mean? And I continue transiting with music to this day. You know what I mean? Like I said, the Nicki Minaj record that just came out, she came out with Beat Me Up Scotty, had the best ever had remix on that. So that was dope. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, the waves of music, they continue to keep coming or whatever and stuff. People still be talking about the last songs I wrote or whatever and stuff. So it's just like, I just keep making new music, get new vibes. They come daily. I just keep putting them out there. You know what I'm saying? But um, but more now I'm more. Go ahead.
I was going to ask if you had to go back in your past and speak to your younger self, what would you say to him, or what would you change about your past?
I think I lived too much in the future to even be like concerned with the past. Like I think like I don't live with regrets. You know what I'm saying? Like what I did is what I was supposed to do, when I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing because my best days be in front of me, not behind me. So it's like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, I just stay forward towards the focus or whatever, forgetting a lot of stuff I don't even in the past. I don't even remember it. That somebody can bring it to my attention again. Like it be my brain space forward. Like it's like
Yes, yes,
I can't like, you know what I mean? It's like if you have a iPhone 1 and you they got the iPhone 14s out or whatever and stuff like you
yeah,
don't be still thinking about the iPhone 1 and what you did and cool things on that. You be like still like download the new things. So it's like so the old stuff is like I'm thankful for it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's like I have no regrets. Everything I did, I was supposed to do. So now I'm continue to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? So just keep doing what I
yeah,
know how to do. I don't know, like I don't know, man. Like you know what I mean? I
definitely.
just don't focus on the past. I just don't.
A couple of more questions and then we'll wrap up. But how have you coped since COVID?
COVID was a good thing for me, honestly, man. It was a blessing, man. I was God used me in other ways to be able to. He's an amazing man, man. Like he has his things thought out, man. These days in this time that we live in, man. Like you can act like it is yours, but it's not, man. The person connected to it, and he'll find a way, like COVID, to be able to bring a shift, to make a shift from certain things, and be able to start to pivot to do other things. And he done that for me, and he showed me that that's very important. Continue to pivot, continue to start new normals. You know what I mean? Don't get caught up in your same routine. You know what I mean? Just know that there are new things that he's trying to do, and he'll use anything to be able to speak to you or be able to move you. You know what I mean? So all of it works to the good for those who believe. You know what I mean? So yeah, COVID was great for me. It was a fantastic for me. Without the BPPs or anything like that or whatever, God chose to use me in the publishing arena during that time to be able to make a lot of deals happen for a lot of people that couldn't make money with the rap because they were sitting still. And the publishing was what they had to be able to make deals with. And I was blessed to be able to be in that game and make some deals happen for a lot of people that had good, valuable publishers with Sony. So I did a lot of cool things during COVID. I spoke about one deal that I did where Frank Ski, one of the DJs, big DJ, my personality, he on his song. The original song was "There's Some Hoes in This House, There's Some Hoes in This House," and he ended up sampling that song with Nicki and Nick, but Cardi and Meg. So that song ended up being $1 million deal that I was able to bring to the table for Sony during COVID. Stuff like that or whatever, man. God used me to be able to connect dots and collect a lot and be able to feed my family through music, you know what I mean, through things like that. But then as soon as it opened back up, I got right back to the acting, and that's what I'm tapping into right now. The TV show out right now, you know what I'm saying, Bounce TV. Show's called Johnson. It's definitely a good black TV. I'm on that thing. And
Wait a
then,
minute, you're on that?
yeah, I'm on Johnson.
You know that?
Yeah, you need to go ahead and just watch the first episode. The first episode is the first 3 minutes of the show. You'll start to see me acting with the whole cast. You know what I mean? So check out
What's your
Johnson.
character? And what do you
Yeah,
do? What's your
I'm.
character?
I don't want to give it away for everybody. All you gotta do is just watch the show.
Okay.
I'm the club promoter. You know what I mean? And the guy who's running those situations, the club. So just check out the show, and then you'll see my character and how it develops or whatever with the whole. But it's a
Yeah.
really good TV show. Cedric Entertainer is the executive producer of that. DL Hughes plays in it, so it's on Bounce TV. So y'all make sure y'all check me out in the first episode. You dig? So
Oh, right. Oh, wow. I got to look for that. I am so proud of
yeah,
you. All right.
for sure.
Well, this has pretty much been the end of this particular conversation. Thank you.
No,
But do you have any shout outs or any uh,
I just
kinfolk
want to
words
say,
that you would like to share with the viewers before we leave?
no, at all, man. Tina, thank you very much, man. Blessings on you and your family. I just want to say, to anyone listening, man, yeah, man, just definitely tap in to the new movie I got coming out later this year called The Clone Tyrone or Who Clone Tyrone. And it's a really different movie. It's on Netflix. It'll be with Jamie Foxx, Kiefer Sutherland, John Boyega is in it. So you'll see me in that later this month. For that, and yeah, man, keep following the music, man, and just remember, everybody sleeping on you or me gonna wake up working for us. You dig what I'm saying? So y'all stay blessed, like y'all be blessed, and be all blessed by the best, man. Subscribe. Out of my vibe too. Coffeewithkinfolk.com, y'all. Subscribe to my vibe. Coffeewithkinfolk.com.
You're funny.
That's that.
Thank you, Kia.
No
Well,
problem, man.
I want to get you off
I'm
of
gonna get
these
back on these roads.
That's right. Get back on those
Yep.
streets. Be safe.
I'm gonna get back
And you
on the
guys be
road, get moving, man. Indeed, man. Much love, y'all. Blessings, 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 blessings.
Thank you. And thank you for watching.